catch us, of course, on all of our platforms, YouTube. You can catch us at Facebook. So get out there, check us out, find us, like us, follow us.
Yeah, and encourage your friends too, because we want to have as many followers as we can by Monday when we officially start our new JP Kathy and the Crew 2.0 venture, which includes a production company where we're producing shows.
We're a network.
Under,
We're a network.
Yeah, that's right, a network.
We're a network.
Okay.
We're JP Kathy and the Crew network.
There you go. So
We're
that.
a network.
So that.
All right, currently 8:02 here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Heck, I didn't know I was going to be doing weather again. I'm going to pull that back up. All right, currently we've got 79 degrees here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, headed towards a high of 91, a low of 78. Possible rain today, so bring your umbrella just in case. You're in Texas. You never know.
In Texas.
Good times.
Well, we like to help and support local organizations.
Yes.
All local organizations. Big fan, big fun. And so this morning we've got Tom joining us. Tom, what organization are you with?
So I'm the marketing director for the 2020 Patriot Golf Tournament. It's going to be held on September 11th, 2020 at Heritage Ranch Country Club.
So what does Patriot, what does that mean?
Well,
who's it go to? Who's it support? What is all that about?
We are recognizing September 11th for this tournament. To recognize the service of Operation Once in a Lifetime, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization benefiting veterans, active duty service members, and their families.
And what do they do to help those families?
Well, it's just what the name implies. They offer once in a lifetime experiences to the veterans and active duty service.
So
members.
what would be like Disney or something kind of fun, or like a big trip or something?
That could happen, and it has happened, and
Awesome.
it's sponsored people on trips to ring the bell at the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
So,
Very cool.
Tom, talk to me here. We're playing golf. And where are we playing golf at again?
It's at Heritage Ranch Country Club, which is an Arthur Hills design course here in Fairview, Texas, about 30 minutes north of Dallas.
If I want to play as an individual, how much does it cost me?
If you want to play as an individual, it would probably cost you about $100.
All right, and if I put a team together, well, how much does a team cost? Is it $400? Is it as simple as that, or is it a little more?
And by the way, if you wanted to, how are you going to include lunch, dinner, and a chance to win some nice prizes too?
Okay, so there you go. Lunch, dinner, golf, opportunity for nice prizes, all for $100.
Well, no, you can't get it.
No.
You asked me how long it would be, how much it would cost if you were just to walk up.
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay,
the
gotcha.
event is $150 per person.
Okay, $150 per person.
And we've actually got, the great thing is we've got the
Which includes-
information up on the screen, so this is fantastic.
Which includes the lunch, the dinner, 18 holes of golf, cart, and a chance to win some nice prizes, including a golf cart if you're good enough to hit a hole-in-one on one of the par threes. But there are a lot of other prizes available too.
All right. And so this is happening again on what day?
September 11th, 2020, which is a Friday. We hope as many people as possible can turn out. You can get your tickets at collincountygop.org/golf or call 972-312-9959.
Repeat that one more
Yes.
time, nice and loud, Tom, and look at the cameras.
And that is
And give a big Vanna White smile.
That's right.
collincountygop.org/golf or call 972-312-9959.
All right, very good. Well, I cannot tell you how much we appreciate what you guys are doing. How it's
Especially
coming
for the
together.
veterans, the veterans
Absolutely.
world. We really do appreciate y'all. And y'all have been working so hard, and I know just from hearing some behind the scenes stuff, of course with COVID out there, y'all are being extra cautious, taking every precaution, following every protocol. So if you're a golfer, and I've noticed that's something, and I know JP, you still enjoyed a golf game here or there in between work sessions. With
Yes.
COVID going on, I know that's something that golfers are still enjoying. So if it's something we can still do that kind of gives us that feeling of doing something normal, we encourage you to get out there and help this great organization. So super excited. Thanks for coming on.
Tom, thank you for coming on. We've
Thanks
got a
for having
commercial
me.
we're going to run throughout the next couple of weeks, and just thankful to have you guys doing all this.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
All
You
right,
bet.
very good.
Thanks
All
for
right.
being out here.
So coming up here in just a minute, Kathy has produced and put together this next segment at 8:15, and I'm going to tell you, this is going to be one of those deals that you do not want to miss. In fact, you want to get on the phone, and anybody that is a Plano ISD parent, or if you're a student, you want to hear this next
Yes.
guest. And so, Kathy, who do we got coming on, and what are we talking about?
We have Samita Vuku coming on here at 8:15. Actually, I think we may be able to bring her up a little bit sooner than that. She is one of the moms who's a volunteer who's in charge of a back to school. Thank you so much for coming in. And she's part of a back to school rally. Parents, and I'll let her talk about it, I don't want to steal any of her thunder, but these have been happening all over the state and all over the county, all over Collin County, and these are rallies where kids want to get back to school. And of course, understanding that if you've got a child who has some significant medical issues, obviously your remote learning is going to be your choice. But for those who are blessed, who have kids who are healthy and want to get back to school, these parents are wanting that option. So, real exciting.
Well, first of all, it's America. It is voicing
We
your
keep
opinion.
reminding everybody
It
of
is
that, yes.
Bringing it together, and so it's way, way cool. One of the things that I'm testing out, and since we're in the testing phase, although today should have felt more like a show, Friday will feel even more like a show, and hopefully we're doing this as a dress rehearsal for next week, as we work out the kinks. One of my big questions is, though, can you see me typing under restream.io? So I'm typing into all of the feeds, YouTube and Facebook. And Chuck, how many Facebooks
That's
are we running through?
science and math.
I think we're 3.
Are we running through 3 or are we
I don't-
running through
I-
2 and YouTube?
I
3.
think we're running through 2 and YouTube. I
We've
think-
got John, JP, Kathy, and the crew.
I
We've
don't think we're on
got.
there right now, so we need to test that out.
We should be.
Okay.
JP, Kathy, and the crew. Kathy Ward and John and Bert Payton.
Okay, so when I'm typing in here, it doesn't look like I'm on here.
And again, thank you for helping work with us to the crew while we're getting the kinks out, and while we're figuring our technology out, our new technology and our new studio out. I was gonna say, I think I see it on my page and on your personal page, and you can also go to YouTube. And again, John, what do we want people to do?
Follow us! Follow
Follow!
us! Okay, follow us, follow us, follow us, ask us, follow us. That's right. So here's the thing. So Gail, you're saying, let's see, Chance, I'm seeing you all, but Chance, are you seeing my comments? Like, I'm gonna say hi, Chance, right now. And
Now, are you
I want
on-
to know.
Oh, you're on the restream.
I'm on the restream.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm typing from the restream. Like I see Chuck, or Charles, pardon me, I saw him type, hey, we're having trouble with the sound, we'll get it back. And I can see everybody's comments, but
I think I can see you now.
can you see my comments? Like I just said, hi, Chance.
So that little icon next to the Facebook icon, there's a little check mark next to it. That means it got posted to those platforms.
Gotcha. So YouTube is not getting posted to.
And I'm not sure why.
Okay.
And we'll work on that. So we're getting ready to have Samita Voku on, and so can we bring
It says
her
it
on?
expired.
Can we go ahead and bring her on?
So let's see here.
Chance! Yay,
Hey!
good morning!
Hey,
Relax,
good
say
morning.
hello.
So the soundboard's not
Say
connecting.
hello.
I'm not
Wait, get in
sure
front of
what
the
the
camera,
deal is.
wave.
I gotta come around here to wave.
He looks like a ray of sunshine today.
This is my wife's favorite shirt, by the way.
Oh,
Is it?
there you
Hey,
go.
by the way, we may start having you reveal body parts so we get more women
Okay.
following.
Oh, okay, and I said.
He's all about these down with that.
Okay, I was like, let's make
We're
sure
gonna
his
start with his
wife's
feet.
hip with that.
I'm gonna start with his feet.
Oh my gosh, okay, we're a mess.
Oh my
Yeah.
Hey, he's got good. Hey, back up. Good socks.
Okay.
Hold on a
There
minute.
you go. Look at the
Look at the socks. Look at the
That's
socks.
yellow.
Chance has assimilated
My kind of
very
man right there. I love the
very
socks.
quickly.
Yeah,
So
heck yeah.
Chance is who you want to get in touch with if you are interested in having office space out here or studio space out here at VentureX in Frisco. Say that 10 times fast.
VentureX-Frisco.
So how can they get in touch with
So
you,
you
Chance?
can reach out to me, my cell phone number, which is 469-569-3594. Once again, it's 469-569-3594.
Or the web address right below you, John.
Yeah, it's right below.
Oh, excellent.
Hey, let me.
Magic and science.
Right. And also, I heard you guys talking earlier about that. We got to get these kids back in school.
Yes.
And I mean, my wife was like, "That's a hot button with her."
Right.
And, one thing we've got here, and it's going to be special for the crew.
Oh, JP, we can hear
I know,
that.
I know.
Okay, go ahead, Chance.
So
We're in test mode.
You guys, we've got a special setup. We've got like the hot desk. Kids are driving you crazy and you're working from home.
Right.
We've got like affordable, $250, $300 a month range.
What's wrong?
Wait, say that again. I mean, that's
Get
very
out of your house.
affordable.
Yeah, very affordable. You come in, it's a semi-private office.
Okay.
It's spaced out, so, it's COVID friendly.
Oh, you guys are so COVID friendly. I mean, we were the first ones in the building today, this morning. And
This
I
goes
mean,
to power.
everything's been sanitized. You can tell everything's been locked down. It shows you where to stand, where to place your stuff. Trash cans, recycling everywhere. If you're concerned, if you have health concerns, there's no need here. I mean, you guys are locked and loaded.
100% compliant.
Yes.
Everything's at 50%, but we do have flex offices, and for members of the crew that are watching your show, we're gonna do a week for free.
Oh, so you test
So
it
they can
out. I
come
love
in for a
it.
week, no obligation.
Test it out.
Come in, try working. I know, I talk to people every day.
But I need
Hey, my kids are, I love being home. My kids are, I'm half as productive.
Right.
People come in and tell me, if I come in here, I'm twice as productive. Maybe you only want to come in a couple days a week.
Right.
If it's affordable.
Exactly.
So,
It's one of those.
reach out
Yeah, even if you're
with
coming in.
flexibility.
Yeah, even if you're coming in a couple. And again, y'all don't worry. You're not keeping anybody's schedule. If somebody wants to come in on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Monday and Friday, no harm, no foul, and it's very affordable. And when I'm talking, this is state of the art, top of the line, fantastic coffee. I mean, I love it. There are snacks. There's opportunities for you to engage with other people. And I think again, what we're missing during COVID is that human interaction.
Right.
We're desperate for that.
What's great is we do have a community here. We have an ecosystem. So, there's not a lot of outsiders coming in, but if you have an office, you can come in and you can still work. You got that human contact, and we got things going on.
Right.
You know where they're picking the breathing up from?
It's just the ambient air from the iPhone
And on Friday
mics
we'll have,
because I can't get
we'll have the microphones working correctly again.
Bless you.
Thanks, appreciate
That's a good thing we didn't have the mics working on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put it on somebody's
But they
ear.
could hear you guys whispering.
Yes, I know they can.
So it came from the backside.
Well, and again, our official new day for our JP Kathy and the Crew 2.0 is Monday, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Monday, August the 3rd.
Bless you.
My
Thanks.
goodness gracious. Do
It's
you need
three.
allergy medicine?
Yes.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah, have
I
you
live
met
on.
me?
I live on.
Have you
allergy
met me?
medicine.
We're still working some of the kinks out. I believe we do have, is Samina available to come on split screen with us? Or will she be interviewing? I think she said she was in the waiting room.
Okay, she's in the waiting room. Okay,
Yes.
let me get her
And
get
good
over
morning
there.
to Susan Schuler, and we're hoping we can get Miss Texas on from Houston on a split screen next week. So Susan, let us know if you can get us the Chandler Miss Texas hookup.
Okay, I'm working on her. I see her,
All right.
So you just know every
Kinks
Monday,
will work
Wednesday,
out
Friday
there.
be camera ready.
and
Just in case.
they hear
Well,
everything.
we're gonna throw you on for a minute. So.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You've proven to us that you're not shy.
No.
Well, and
Oh
again,
my, you
and
might
again,
live to regret it.
You may be revealing body parts.
Well, this is awesome.
Well, they hear it. They hear you guys right
I need
now.
to get out.
And there she is. She's on.
Oh, Samita, good morning.
How do we see her?
Well, I can see her. I see her just fine. Hey, Chan.
Can she hear us?
I think she can hear you.
Oh, there she is. Oh, look at her beautiful
Let me
face.
see if I can hear her. Let me
Well,
make
I'm
sure
wondering if
she's
coming
unmuted.
through,
I wonder if she can hear
the
us. I wonder if she needs to call us.
Wait. Let me see if.
Boy, look at that face. I love that picture. Hi, how are you?
Samita, we love her.
Samita, we love you. I don't know you, but I love you.
I know her and I love her.
Oh, you know her and you love her? Oh, okay.
Okay, can
So
she
we can't
hear
hear.
us?
I think
probably
she can hear
us,
it.
but we probably can't hear her because the sound is probably coming out of the phone.
Yes. So let me see if I can hear her on the YouTube.
Maybe I do.
On the YouTube.
Oh, you said the YouTube. Hang on, Samita.
Charles?
You're with us while we're working out the kinks, we officially kick off our news show on Monday, but we didn't want to miss an opportunity to have you come on and talk about your rally tomorrow that is going to be in the Plano, Texas area. It's in Plano ISD, I believe. So we'll get all that information from her.
She's not waving.
Oh my.
Oh, wait a minute.
So-
She did something with her hand.
So should we?
Are we ready for this?
We are ready. What are we doing?
This is the microphone that's working.
Oh,
That's why they heard your breathing.
that's what. Oh,
That's
this is
why.
the mic that's working. Okay, now I wonder.
So,
Samita, can you hear us? Now she's waving. Hi, Samita. Woohoo!
I'll be on here briefly.
Oh, you're fine, Charles.
There we
Charles Gura, everybody.
I can barely hear her.
go.
I wonder. I wonder if she calls JP's phone. If we can
Yes,
hear audio,
call her,
keep
yes.
her on the screen.
Hold on.
Samita, we're going to give you.
Hi,
There.
Samita. How are you?
Can we hear her?
Oh no, she's on my phone.
Okay. All right, now they might be able to hear her.
Okay.
Can you hear her now?
What's the delay?
I know it's a delay,
Can she call?
but it won't be hooked up through there.
Okay.
All right. Samita, dial 469-964-8881.
So at least her answers won't be delayed for you. How's that? And you won't need to put your mic onto there,
Oh, just answer.
Her
Don't,
sound-
So we'll be able to see her, but
Don't
then
go
we'll
through
be able
the
to hear
Is
her.
her
board.
now.
sound
Okay.
working on the phone?
Yeah, I can still see her. So
Can she go ahead, Samita? Can you go ahead and speak? Can you hear her?
oh, what's the number for JP? I'm going to text her again.
469-964.
How about now? Can you hear her?
8881.
Try it one more time, Samita, please.
648881. Okay. Okay, so she should be calling you JP.
I wonder if from show to show they mess with the board like they did back in the radio station.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
All right. Good morning, Samita.
What's that?
Good morning. Yay!
know.
We have audio.
How
we
are
have
you this
video.
morning?
Okay.
I'm doing well.
So you're living through our growing pains. Of course, we don't go official till August the 3rd, but we were just doing this so the crew could see the build up and how things come together. And so thank you for your patience.
Oh, absolutely.
So you guys have got some exciting stuff going on. You represent kind of an organization that has a mission, right?
Right, so actually I got invited to attend this rally, and it's going to be actually on Thursday at the ISD. And it was just word of mouth wrong. So I posted something, another mom posted something, and they did contact me to say, can you please join this rally? How do you feel about what's going on with this school? And since I have been, I talked to the school board, I tried to contact the school board and the school to let them know my opinion, or, just to let them listen to us parents. And then they decided, there's rallies going on in McKinney, there's rallies going on in Frisco, and Thursday here in Plano, just to make sure the voices of the parents are being heard. So that's what we are doing, and we're hoping a lot of people come. But at least we will try to make a stand with our.
Well, and what time, Samita? What time and where do people go if they want to participate in this rally? And again, this is just another opportunity that we have as Americans to voice our opinion. And especially, I mean, here's the thing: what do parents care about the most? Their kids and their tax dollars. So this is a chance for you to speak out for both of those.
Right, and that's what we're trying to do. But so it's going to be Thursday at 4:30 at the PISD building here in Plano. So the main PISD building on 15th Street.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and so anybody can show up, and then since we are in the midst of this pandemic, are y'all social distancing, wearing masks? Can people bring their kids?
Well, it is going to be outside.
Okay.
So I would, and then again, it's the same sort of situation where the parents are making the choices that they want to bring their kids. Granted, it might rain. So if you're wearing a mask, it might get rained on. So, I mean, that is another precaution we have to take. But it's more to say that, I know that we need a social distance, and the school have these plans to social distance inside the school. So I do believe that parents will wear the masks there. But if you're outside within 6 feet of each other, then you're still okay not to, because you're outside with, keeping space from people. And so what we're trying to show is it's not, we're trying to show that as parents, we should be able to have a right to discuss what we would like for our kids. And our main concern, we have a few main concerns, but one of them is that the TEA does state that the school board should have voted on the extension of virtual school. And we in PISD did not get a vote. So the school board did not vote on this. It clearly states that the school board should have voted for this.
And so let me ask you this, is in an upcoming, have you looked at agenda items to see if this is going to be addressed in an upcoming agenda of the Plano ISD School Board Trustees?
The next meeting is August 4th, and I haven't seen that agenda yet, but the decision has already been made, so it should have been on a previous.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Okay. So if let's say somebody can't come to the rally on Thursday, but they feel very strongly one way or the other about the options for their kids, can they get in touch with? How can they get in touch with the school board ISD trustees? Who do they reach out to? If somebody's new to all this, and I know now you've been a political activist, you've been a big volunteer mom in Plano ISD, and you've been a homeschool mom. You also actually ran for school board yourself, so you're very entrenched in the process. How would people get in touch with somebody if they're starting out and they can't come?
Well, I suggest the first one is on Plano ISD's website. I actually there's a contact button, but there's also a contact button only for the Board of Trustees. And you can write to all the Board of Trustees. And also I do like contacting the school your kids are going to be in directly. So the principal at the location where you're at, that's actually another good way for them to know how the parents are feeling. But the PISD website has all the information for the school, Board of Trustees. And you can email them individually along with the superintendent. And I do believe that emails matter, and it's, at least it's a voice. I do hope, we get more responses from them, but sometimes we don't. And one of the issues, again, is, and that's just what I wrote to one, if 70% of the parents signed up the kids to go to school, that is a voice. So
Right.
That is something they should have listened to. And now seeing that the school board should have voted on this, I'm concerned even more that 70% of those parents for those students were actually disenfranchised about making that decision for their kids.
Right. Well, thank you, Samita, for that.
One thing I would do is contact the school board.
Okay.
So, Samita,
Excellent.
tell our listeners this. What is your goal and what is your mission? What do you want to accomplish when this is all said and done?
My goal and my mission is to make sure that students are given, the students and the parents are given equitable consideration on these decisions. The parents need to have that choice. And we were given that choice. Parents were able to sign up their kids to go to school or at home. And that choice was actually taken away without any consideration. So the goal is to have our kids going back to school in a safe environment. All the parents care that the kids are getting an education. We want the teachers to be safe. But we do need a voice in this. We
Well,
do need a
and
voice
again,
in this.
you know, and you and I had talked about this, and I know I've talked with a number of other parents about this. What about our kids who get their work done quickly? They've got a good GPA. They don't have any truancy issues, no behavior issues, no missing or outstanding assignments. For example, my son, who's about to be a junior, has had to turn in notice at his job because it was during school hours. Well, heck, so when he finishes his schoolwork, he has no option, but he'll be gaming with his friends. And to me, that's a
Right.
waste of his valuable learning time. So, what do we do to address that?
And like we've talked before, there may a waiver. I mean, my kids don't. If you can finish your work in 3 hours, because a lot of it is video, and then you need to be on the synchronous live feed from your teacher. How about if you're going to say be from home, give us that option that we make the schedule for our kids. Maybe your kids work better 3 o'clock, but they would go to work in the morning and do their homework in the afternoon. So again, if you're saying we have a choice, then give us that choice. Because my son is going to be a senior. So if you're going to tell us to go online, how about you say help us. Help us open up dual credit classes. Let them take English 4 at Collin College. It's a great way for the kids to get college credit.
Absolutely.
So there has to be some give and take. What we as parents feel is that we were told what to do, but we still have to follow all the rules in order to do it. So if my kid wants to work, he can't. If they want to take college classes, they can't. They're not offering that.
So as
Okay,
parents,
so
you're just saying we want
let me interrupt
options.
everybody for
Oh,
just a second.
we'll talk about this
Well,
for 90 minutes.
right. So here's the big question, right? The big question is everybody goes back to school. First kid gets COVID-19. It spreads to 78 kids. How do people react? Are people going to be like, hey, we're cool with that because you let us come back to school? You did all of the face masking, the 6 feet distance, you set up lunches right? Or are parents going to be angry because, well, you didn't do enough to protect my kid? How dare you? Why didn't you keep us at home?
That's a good point. And I did check the school's website. So when they send us the sign up, they have a whole list of procedures of what will happen if a student does get sick. That if how many kids will have to go home, how long do they have to stay home? The school actually, PIC had set up a plan for this. So they did set up that plan. And so when the parents were signing up, they know ahead of time, here is the plan. And there's a risk in everything. So the parents signing up, I'm sure they understand that there is a risk. There's a risk even if there is not, even if they're at home, there's still a risk for somebody to get sick. But the school does, and I do appreciate that. The PISD did make a nice, clear-cut plan of what's going to happen, how they're going to take care of the kids, how they're going to protect the teachers. It's on their website, and it's a really clear-cut one, and they've sent it out to all the parents. So we received the emails about what they're going to do and what's going to happen if a kid does get sick. And that's where again we have personal responsibility.
So let me ask this other question. Let me cut you off. Let me ask this other question. What happens? Kids come to school, and you have 100 staff members. A kid has COVID-19, doesn't know it, of course, and 68 of your staff members now get COVID-19, and now there's nobody on that campus to teach anymore. Then what happens?
Then so they do have, like I said, I don't know all the details of how they're doing it. And again, maybe that is something we should talk about with the parents and the teachers. I do know that they don't have. They do have substitute teachers, and I've looked up to see because I've had people say, "Can I be a substitute? If something were to happen, I can help out." But substitute applications are closed, so no one can sign up to be a substitute. So that is something to think about. And they do say that they'll close down for that week because they're going to clean, and then after that, the kids come back. So there's that risk of what's going to happen if there's no teachers. There's a risk what's going to happen to the kids if they don't go back to school. My concern is at what point do we say, okay, we have to start again. We have to start living again. We have to take all the precautions, but there's just going to be risk. And it's not because, and I get this, when you mention that you want the kids to go back to school, everyone's like, you hate teachers and you want them to die. That is not the case. that is not the case. We obviously don't want anybody to die, and we love our teachers, and we'd like our students to be taught by the teachers.
Oh, and I think we love our teachers more than ever now.
Well, and Samita, I can't agree with you more, but this is what the other side's going to say.
I know.
The other side is going to say, hey, look, okay, let's go back. We want to go back. But if they, and I mean, look at Austin. Austin had 700 teachers come back on campuses, and I think it was 78 of them that got COVID-19. I mean, that could wipe out an elementary school staff. And then do you reroute kids on buses? The logistics, and I agree with you. You're not going to hear anybody yell at the top of the mountaintop more than me about we need to be back in school. Kids need to be back in school. Kids want to be back in school. And so, I guess my thing is, should we be wearing those ridiculous see-through thingy-majiggers for teachers where they look like they're in a plastic bubble?
Well, they do have, see those little face shields. And they will have some of those available. And I do understand what you said. That there was something. I know that teachers are on campus right now. So the teachers are on campus. It was just teachers. So I didn't know that Austin's teachers went back to school. I thought that school district did not go back to school. So I don't know what students they would have that they got.
Well, no, there was teacher in service. They brought the teachers back to campus like they normally do. And so when the teachers came back, they had all 700 teachers come back to the district. They got sick when they went on campuses.
So is the okay?
There were no students.
Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I don't want the teachers to be sick either. Like I was reading the TEA's plan on what the schools are required to do to keep try to keep safe, and what would happen if the schools somebody gets sick. What would happen to the kids? So since this is so fluid and we've never gone through this before, I do believe things will change as it happens. So one of them said, on the TEA, it did say, like, if there's not a school available, the kids can go to another one. I don't know how that's going to be taken care of. Again, I'm not the administration, so I don't know.
So, Samita, we got to take a quick break. Can you stay with us for a few more minutes? Our listeners are really enjoying this.
Sure.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We've got Samita joining us. There's going to be a rally at PISD on Thursday.
Tomorrow.
That's right, tomorrow. If it rains, bring your umbrella. Kathy will give you the weather in the morning. First thing, that way, well, not tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
Not tomorrow morning, Friday morning. But
yeah, so just bring an umbrella. Be prepared.
We'll
just
be
in
a
case.
day late, $1 short. So, Samita, you hang tight. You look fantastic, by the way, in your office.
She does.
She does, doesn't she? I love that. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here with JP, Kathy, and the crew at your VentureX